Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. We have some breaking news for you related to some items that were just docketed in the matter styled as Idaho versus Koberger. If you look at page 101 of 102 of the case summary page maintained by the clerk of court, to document all key occurrences in the case, you will see 4 separate items. All have next to them PDF icons referring to the fact that these appear to be public records, as opposed to the icon next to documents that have been sealed from public disclosure, which have a lock and key icon next to them. These 4 items appear to have been filed with respect to the ongoing secrecy of this case. The first item is motion to be heard as interested parties and motion to vacate non-dissemination order. The second item is memorandum in support of motion to be heard as interested parties and to vacate non-dissemination order. The third, declaration of Wendy J. Olson in support of motion to be heard as interested parties and vacate non-dissemination order. And then finally, declaration of Rebecca Boone in support of motion to be heard as interested parties and vacate non-dissemination order. Although the case summary page appears to have been updated on July 7th, 2025, and all 4 of these items were filed July 3rd, 2025. They have not been released to the public. Now, why this is interesting is there's a declaration of Wendy J. Olson. She is the attorney who has appeared twice and now a third time on behalf of the media. Her first appearance came in 2023. She is the attorney who filed paperwork in the Idaho Supreme Court on behalf of the Media Coalition to set aside the non-dissemination order. The Idaho Supreme Court found that while the media had standing, that they had a right to be heard on this issue, they should have gone to the district court first. And therefore, their efforts before the Supreme Court were, in my opinion, unfortunately unsuccessful. The Media Coalition, again led by Ms. Olson, then filed paperwork in Latah County, the second judicial district, seeking to set aside the non-dissemination order, which was denied by then presiding jurist Judge John Judge. More recently, in 2025, Ms. Olson reappeared on behalf of members of the media, her clients, this time as interested parties, and sought the opening of a closed hearing on one of the motions to suppress, and which also addressed a possible Frank's motion in January 2025. There was a hearing before Judge Hippler. Judge Hippler denied that request. The hearing was held behind closed doors, sealed to the public, and now we see that Ms. Olson is appearing again, seeking to vacate the non-dissemination order. You will recall that when this issue was raised by Judge Hippler at the change of plea hearing, both sides, the state and the defense, objected, and therefore the non-dissemination order remains in effect. We look forward to these items hitting the docket, hopefully today. Once they do, we will, of course, notify you. This is Kathy. Thank you for joining us today.